On the 9th of September 2022, 3 men entered a lodge somewhere in Gaborone and opened a fire on a young man called Motlotlegi Mongale, killing him on the spot. Attorney Mbakisi Butale has declared the death of Mongale an extrajudicial killing that the police must account for.
The circumstances surrounding his death remain questionable or remain at issue for both the family and I imagine the police as well. However, the police have still not released any statement other than the PR statement that they issued seconds after the killing. They have not released any police report. They have not issued the post-mortem report as well. And these are required by the family for them to have closure, to understand the events of the day, why things occurred the way that they did. What remains uncertain is whether indeed he was in possession of any illegal firearms or bombs, or whether he was ever involved in the bombing of any ATMs. All this remains questionable because the police are not forthcoming with information. It must be known that the right to life is very important. It is the fountain from which all these other rights spring, and it must be guarded jealously by the state as it is by the courts.
He said there are a lot of inconsistencies between the eyewitness testimonies and the statement issued by Botswana Police Service.
So what we understand is that Mr. Mongale was out on a drinking spree and came back with his girlfriend. They had a night of fun, and that was really it. The PR statement issued by Mr. Mutube suggests that Mr. Mongale was found in possession of certain effects, and the investigations of the Mongales reveal otherwise. They have encountered witnesses who in themselves say actually saw what occurred on the day, and that 3 very armed gentlemen walked into a lodge. Moments after they walked into a lodge, a young lady was seen hightailing out of the lodge, butt naked. And seconds thereafter, there were gunshots. When his body was viewed, he was wearing shorts. He was in a t-shirt and he was not armed. And we are informed that they found 1 bullet hole in the lodge room, and there was no evidence of any shootout, or there was no evidence that Mr. Mongale was actually bearing any arms on the day.
Apparently, Mongale was on police wanted list for various crimes.
Mr. Mongale may have had a checkered history with the police. Mr. Mongale may have appeared before magistrates for a number of issues. And it does not mean that because you appear before courts and have not been convicted, you are a dangerous person, or you are a crime lord, or you are an ATM bomber. There's a cardinal presumption that pertains in our country that you are innocent, until proven guilty. And that is cardinal and universal to all of us. What is before us and what is apparent before us is that this may have been an extrajudicial killing, and that is unlawful in our country. We are not insensitive to the many rapes, to the many murders that take place. However, we are saying that due process should take root in our country, And if we were to all be allow lawlessness to take root, then everybody should have a gun. We can go shooting on suspicion. We can shoot on any whim. We should kill on any whim. And the reason Botswana are shocked at killings is because this is really not ordinary to the course of our lives.
In a brutally short response to our inquiries, the police spokesperson, Assistant Commissioner Dipeku Motube, said that they stand by the statement they issued in September 2022 and that Mongale engaged in a shootout with the police.